Howdy everybody, it's your pal Misty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy while I talk about my freezer and pantry challenge. So Monday is the last day of August and will therefore end this month's freezer and pantry challenge that I started with Mary from Married to Keto. There were a few other people who were doing it as well, so I hope everyone did well. Most people just did the 2 weeks. Which is fine. The month-long freezer pantry challenge was totally on my own. And I did change it up a bit in the last week for an experiment, which, once I explain, as you can see from my eyes, didn't really work. So I had, at some point midway through the challenge, I got pretty sick, which I mentioned, I think, in one of my What I Eat in a Day videos. And after that, in just full transparency, my anxiety went really high. Not because I was scared I had COVID or anything like that, just as I got sick, I couldn't breathe, and whenever I can't breathe, that causes me anxiety, and if I let the anxiety go unchecked for a while, I skyrocket into panic attacks. So, I was thinking, you know, it happened in the week that I got sick, but that week was also the week that I did a lot of the bread and the tortillas. So I thought, you know, a lot of people who are on keto also to sort of be gluten-free, or that gluten causes them some type of issue. So I was talking to my mom, and I was like, you know what, maybe what I'll try is I'll cut out gluten for the next week. So no breads with the Vital Wheat gluten, no tortillas, just, you know, other gluten-free foods. And maybe that will help all the congestion, because maybe the congestion, you know, was due to that. Well, it turns out that was not the case, because I have not had any of those products in a week, and I'm still congested and not feeling just the best. But I am focusing on breathing, slow meditations, just overall breathing exercises whenever I find that I start to get too stopped up. I did think that it might have had something to do with it, but it didn't. However, my anxiety this week has been a lot less. I don't know if that's because I've been focused on it more, or if somehow the gluten could have impacted that. I'm not sure. But I think for the next week or two, I'm going to still try to stay away from the gluten. At least definitely not multiple times a day. If I want a taco, you know, once a week, or sandwich like that maybe once a week, for sure, I'll do that. So that was a little change in this last week, was that I did go gluten-free. So I had cropinis whenever I wanted to do a wrap. Otherwise, I would just have some meat or some cheese or some veggies. I also made some pancakes from Birch Benders. It's the packet that I showed in my pantry haul. So I've actually made a pancake. I got this recipe, well, it's not a recipe, but Simply Misty, which is one of the other channels that I follow who does keto. She did the Birch Benders pancakes, but put a sausage patty in the middle. So it was sort of like a McGriddle, but I added my own sugar-free syrup. That thing was really good, and they're gluten-free. So I had that. I had chaffles. For those of you who don't know, chaffles are a waffle made out of cheese and egg for the most part. There's like 10,000 varieties. However, mine are pretty much just cheese and egg, and then that makes a waffle, and you can either make it savory, you can make it sweet, you can do all types of things with it. I just either eat it like that with some bacon. I've made a sandwich out of it with bacon and cheese, sometimes even extra egg in the middle, which may be overkill. So that's what I've been focusing more on this week, was a little bit of that gluten-free foods, and it has not helped my congestion at all. But I do mentally feel a little bit better. So we're going to still try to go with that for a little while, like I said, and just cut back to maybe once or twice a week, which in this journey that I'm on right now, I think that's a pretty good way to do it, just to vary it up. I brought down some of the lunch meat from the freezer. So let's kind of go over where we are with a lot of the products that I might have shown you. I've eaten all of the Quavos. Those things were so good. They were just delicious. There was only 5 packs of them, but I ate all 5 of them this month. I got through a lot of the pecans and almonds, but I still have a bunch left. It was a big bag, but nuts last for quite a while, so I don't think those will go to waste. I think I'll still be able to eat those. The tortillas, I actually went through all but one package. I do have one package of tortillas left. They're still in the freezer. They're flat. They don't take up a bunch of space, so I didn't even worry about them, and they're still in the freezer. They're not coming down yet. I got through several of the bars, a lot of the jerkies, cheese sticks, had several cheese sticks. I did never actually explain the bacon, so I did sort of accidentally kind of fail on the challenge, I guess. One, I mentioned I did get more cream and more eggs in the middle, but I had always said that I was probably going to do that, and I did. Oh, forgot what I was talking about. I'm sorry. I'm so sick. I have no idea. It was bacon. How could I forget I was talking about bacon? Anyway, so what I meant by I kind of sort of cheated or failed or whatever it was, when I had bought a Black Label package of bacon, which is pre-cooked, and made it everything super simple, but when I ordered it, I guess I inadvertently and wonderfully signed up for the subscription service through Amazon, so it's saving me a little bit of money, but I get some every month. So I was just sitting here one day and somebody knocked on the door, and it scared me a little bit because I don't have visitors, and there was more bacon. So oops. But I mean, it was a regularly scheduled thing that it's the only thing that I have on subscribe and save, because I didn't realize I had it on subscribe and save. But I'll probably remove that. I haven't yet, but I may get one more package just to have like a backup package, because those you can actually leave outside of the refrigerator for, I think the one that I got this month, so it's August, and it's good till like January. So I think even if I buy one more, even if I were to put it in the freezer, that would be fine, and then I'll probably take it off of the annual or the subscription, because I do have just regular packs of bacon too. I just know some mornings when I'm working, I want to eat. Bacon is something that's super easy. Just put it as part of a sandwich, or just put it in the air fryer for a minute or two, or even the microwave for 30 seconds, you know, whatever you have time for. And it just makes something really quick to eat alongside of whatever else. Eggs, normally I do with some cheese, or just 2 hard-boiled eggs, or some of my egg bites, or sometimes I'll even chop it up and put it in my egg bites. So it's just whatever it is, right? Bacon. So I went through a whole pack of bacon, started on the next pack. Let's see, what else have we gone through a lot of? Oh, the bread, obviously the Sola bread. I went through a whole loaf of that. So I do still have probably a half a loaf in the freezer. I just put it back in the freezer so it'll stay good longer, so that I can pull down just 1 or 2 pieces whenever I need it. I made eggs with the egg bites. I have some hard-boiled eggs, so you'll probably see them in some of my what I eat in a day videos. I've been eating more of the vegetables this week instead of focusing more on the other stuff. So I think although the week of bread and tortillas was super fun and I liked everything that I ate, I don't think it's necessarily for me the best way to go. I need to vary it up and have meat and vegetables and cheeses and snacks and more gluten-free products, and maybe once or twice, even 3 times a week for a separate meal have a tortilla or a sandwich or something like that. So overall, the month went really well. I will say the one thing that I did kind of miss, and I wished I had bought some in the middle of the month, was just some fresh greens. I really kind of want a salad. Even more so than a salad, I want a lettuce wrap. Like, I want my lunch meat or my taco meat or my chicken or whatever I make, I want it wrapped up in some lettuce. They might sound weird to a lot of people, but it's fun to wrap it up in a tortilla or to eat a sandwich, and that's how I used to really like to eat and didn't have any problems eating that way. And now I don't. I would rather just have some lettuce. So I'll probably be making on my first pantry buy, get another dozen of eggs. No, I'll probably have, I may not get more eggs. We'll see. I could always make egg bites out of them and put them in the freezer. Those things, by the way, if you have an air fryer, those egg bites reheated in an air fryer are just as good as they are on day one. They're just so delicious. And if you have an egg carton that's about to expire, definitely a good way to do that up. So anyway, this has been long and probably just rambly because I don't feel real good, and then I got lost somewhere in the middle around bacon, which, again, how can you forget about bacon? But y'all know I get distracted real easy sometimes, especially when my brain is not fully all together. So I appreciate if you've made it this far through. Hopefully I'll be feeling better as the weeks go on. It's just this lot of rainstorms, which totally missed us, by the way. Spoiler alert. I mean, it's not a spoiler alert. You probably saw the news. But in case you're wondering, Misty, how did the storms go? Well, they went fine for me because Laura took a hard hook to the right and we didn't even get not a drop of rain. Now, my mom and them, they were without power for about 24 hours. Not quite 24 hours. A lot of wind damage. Man, Judy had some part of her roof or over her carport or something was kind of damaged. So nothing in the house, so very easy repairs. Nothing urgent needing repairs. So overall they're doing well. So there's a quick update on that since I forgot. But again, thanks for sticking around. We're back. Well, we're back down a subscriber. We were at 96, now we're at 95. So somebody unsubscribed. I may lose another one after this video, but that's okay. So we're still on our road to 100 subscribers. I appreciate everyone new who has joined. Comment down below if you're new. If there's any type of video you like to see or would like me to try possibly in the future that I might not have already done. If there's any new products. Oh, let me tell you that just really quickly. I know this is a long one. You'll be okay. You can skip it. But, so what products am I looking forward to having? I do plan on buying some of the new Fat Snacks crackers. Because the Quavos crackers were so good. And I really enjoyed them as a side to a sandwich or even just some meat with cheese. Or even sometimes I just had some deli meat this week on like a crepini with it rolled up like a little taco, which those crepinis are really good. I think I've already said that, but I like them. Nope, that's it. We've lost our train of thought again, everybody. We're not going to go back and check. So whatever I was talking about, just thanks for hanging in here with me. We're just going to wrap it up. And subscribe if you know how. Like this video if you liked it. Thank you to all my new subscribers. We're 5 away from 100. I'm really excited about that goal. I don't know if I'll do anything special for it. If you'd like to see me do anything special for 100 subscribers, let me know down below as well. Otherwise, until next time, I'll see you real soon.